And here we are. Your face is covered up. There you go. All right. Special edition. We usually call this the weather diversion. When Jennifer's here, we call it the Princess Files.
Okay.
But what we normally do here, let me push the right button, is we talk. And we got a lot to talk about because our favorite late night female anchor is going away.
Don't let Jen hear you say that.
I know. She's watching.
She has to work a few more years.
Before she can gain that title. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you a radar, give you a little quick forecast, and then as the title said, it's all about Jill tonight. So it's not the Princess Files, it's the Gardner.
The Queen.
The Queen Files.
I know. You know I love the Queen.
Yes, yeah, and she loves the real Queen too. So let me just hook you up real quick because we do have some showers and thunderstorms across the lake here. So we'll take Jill away for just a second. And we'll go into our local audience. Oh, isn't that cool?
It looks scary.
I know. It does look scary, but if I put this loop on, you're going to see all the lightning going. Wait a minute. I don't want 8 hours. I just want one. The lightning looks bigger than it really is. So it goes up, and then as it comes towards the lake, it starts to go down. See that? Mm-hmm. So we do have some storms, and I'll put the Cleveland radar on because that'll probably do a little bit better job. So if these hold together, they're going to be coming across in the next couple of hours. But as you can see by the lightning counter, they're under 100, and usually they have a little trouble making across the lake with such intensity. So
they're hitting my people in Canada.
Your Canadian audience is taking a little bit of a hit, but there's no warnings out there that we can see. I don't have anything there. And they're moving at about, if I could find at 38 miles per hour. So if I just give you guys a little heads up here, they're about 45 miles away. So another hour, if they hold together, hour and a half, we can get some rain, some lightning and thunder, but there are no watches or warnings. And if there are, we'll pass them along. But it's not about watches and warnings tonight. It's not at all. So let me just get back to and here we are. So, hey, people are here to hear from you, and all my rowdy regulars are. So in 1995, in a little place called the Plymouth Tavern, I was sitting waiting for my friends. True story. And Jill Gardner was sitting at a table close to me. Mm-hmm. And since I knew that she worked in TV and you knew that I worked in TV, we struck up a conversation. And then you just took this meteoric rise through female news anchoring from another broadcast facility that we both work at.
They joke and say I have the hat trick. A few of us have the hat trick.
You and Jen
so
do, right?
All three,
Yeah. So the trifecta.
So I'm leaving though on top. So
yes,
the number one. It's been nice to be at the number one station for the past 10 years.
Yeah. So, tell them about your life. I mean, how you wanted to get in this business. Obviously, you achieved your goal, and from a very young age, I think.
Well, I've been working in this business since I graduated from Ball State University. Shout out, chirp, chirp.
All right.
And it's been a long time. I moved to Erie, like you said. I moved here in '94, and thought I'd be here a couple of years, and then things changed.
You stayed.
I met my now ex-husband, and I moved, and so started a family here, and lucky enough, it was 11 years ago this December, Lou Baxter, I messaged him on Facebook that summer and said, hey, I want to get back into, I need to work again.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anything? And he was kind enough to talk to me and take a chance. And I did the morning show reporting for a year. And then when Kim Thomas stepped aside, went into Lou and said, hey, I think I want to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've been doing it for almost 10 years, the evenings. Here.
And many other years.
At other places,
right,
But 10 years here. And just an opportunity came up. And I think the time is now for me to step aside. And I keep saying have a normal life. Because, these hours that we work are a little
crazy,
hard. Mm-hmm. And you don't have much of a life outside of work,
you
especially you.
If you want to do anything in the evening, you don't.
No.
So,
it's just time, and I have a great opportunity. And I'm Friday at 5 to 6:30 is my last show during the early show is what we call it. The 5 to 6:30.
The 5 and 6. Our last show is 2 days from tonight.
Yeah, the 5 to 6:30. But I am going to stay on through probably the month of August to help with the transition and come in every night and do Your Erie in 66 Seconds and
the 11
my
o'clock
favorite,
news with the princess. Right?
And the 11 o'clock news with Jen. So during this transition time, that is what I will be doing. And then they were so nice enough to me, though, when I went in and said I had a new job. Julie, our GM, was like, well, how can we keep you in the loop? So they're letting me come back from time to time and fill in when needed.
This is good.
Yeah. So you'll see me every once in a while. It just won't be every night. So.
Yeah. So this is not gone forever. Okay.
Yeah.
So some comments.
But gone mostly.
Well, gone from the crazy.
I said it's like having a grandchild. You know, I'll get to play with it for a day and then hand it back at the end of the day. So I'll get to play news here and there. And then go back.
Go home when you want.
Yeah. And I'm going, in case you were wondering, to a company called Larson Techs, which is a nice Erie business.
Right, over in Bell Valley.
It's been growing a lot over the past couple of years. And I will be doing corporate communications for them. So I'm excited. I'm excited to be working for a local company that really makes a difference in the community too. And using what I've learned in television to help them with some of their communication needs. So that's my story.
Okay, so we got to go to the comments. Susan Moore-Motley, a friend of mine, says, thank you for everything. We will miss you. Best wishes. Ellen says, I'm going to miss you. Let's see. Phyllis, you will be missed. Good luck in your new adventure.
Thank you.
Carla from Rockdale Township in Crawford County. Roxanne, you're the best.
Thank you.
See, there you go.
I have to say the comments and the outpouring of just graciousness on Facebook. I posted it on my Jet page, my Jill
there was
McCormick
like
page.
475 comments in the first hour.
Yeah, now it's like 600, like a couple thousand likes and shares, and then the Jet page, just the outpouring of people taking their time to even write me a little message here or there. I wish I could respond to all of them, but it's so nice to see.
Yeah,
and maybe makes your ego grow a little bit, but I figure that ends.
She can still fit through the
I
door.
won't be when I go out in public and people are going, are you that news lady?
Yeah.
Now that won't happen. So.
Oh, yes, it will. It'll happen for years. It'll go. It's a legacy.
Oh, gosh, Cheryl.
Cheryl's got her tissues ready.
I am dreading. I just hope I don't do an ugly cry, because even though I'm going to still be around, like even thinking about it, I start to weld up a little, because this has been a great place and you guys are all awesome. Yes. I'm not going to cry now, but it's going to be hard on Friday to maintain myself.
They need to bring you cake. Because you and I have never gotten cake.
I know.
We've how many birthdays? You just turned a Rubicon kind of, and I did too.
Yeah.
Which means I'm 10 years older than you. But we need cake for you.
Well, there is a Cake Fun cup.
I saw that in the newsroom.
And we've decided that I guess Friday we're getting a cake from the Erie Community Foundation.
Oh, Erin's going to help us.
Friday.
God bless her.
We decided to use the Cake Fund on my last night of the 11s, which will be the last day of August, or I think.
Okay. So we have to wait for cake.
But we'll do the cake then.
And the Queen will get her cake.
Yeah. Not that I need it.
Jen says she will miss you.
Oh, thank you, Jen.
Good luck from Katie Becker. There it is, Laura. Queen Jill, King of the Hill.
Oh.
Look at that.
Thank you. Oh, and send us some rain during your reign.
Yeah.
Tom knows of my obsession with the royal family.
She is. It's a big thing.
And my friend Vicky actually for my birthday got me an official platinum Jubilee mug.
Oh, all right. I know you were looking for a tea towel.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you were the best with Sean.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Thomas Carlucci.
It's going to be hard because during the 5 to 6:30, Sean and I literally sit on this desk and talk.
Well, they don't know, but
during commercials and stories, we just are chatting. It's our time to catch up. So
they will talk. They should do a show called. Remember the old show, Erie? What was it? Erie Homes or whatever it was.
Right where they showed the house.
You guys know more about real estate and home interior remodeling.
I was a licensed real estate agent briefly.
I did not know that.
I did during one of my breaks right before I came to Jet. Actually, Lou called me while I was at the real estate office. I was horrible at it. He called and said, so do you want to work here instead? I was like, yes,
Sunday
please.
Showcase of Homes.
Yes.
That's what it was. You and Lafferty should do that.
We could.
All right. Okay. You said where you're going, so Bill knows. Let's see what else. Go back down. So what else, how are the kids? What else is going on? Tell them about the kids.
My kids?
Yeah, why not?
Well, they're not in jail.
And neither are
by
you.
The grace of God. No, my oldest is working down at Langley Air Force Base,
That is
and
awesome.
yeah, and he just got into UVA for his master's degree in mechanical and aerospace engineering. So very proud of him. My other son, Will, lives out in Helena, Montana, where he is in the legal trade out there. That's not legal here.
He has a
It's
he has a
legal.
plant business.
So if you're in Helena, go to Helena Bud and ask for Will.
Yeah. Mhm.
So that's his dream come true, and he loves it out there. They were all just home a couple weeks ago. My mom turned 80 on July 4th, so we had a party in Yellow Springs for her, where my sister lives, and they're
And that's
moving.
Indiana.
That's Ohio. It's
Oh, it's
outside
in
of Dayton.
Ohio.
Yeah.
You can't get your Midwest.
No, I
straight.
know. So it's outside of Dayton, and then my parents just relocated there, so they're closer to my sister now. They left Fort Wayne, Indiana. Their house that we lived in for 48 years.
Wow.
They just closed Monday, so
Memories.
that was kind of emotional. I've been
Yeah.
dealing with that the past few weeks, but yeah. So what else?
They love Michael loves your necklace.
Oh, thank you.
It's very pretty.
Park Lane.
It's the bling.
That's the bling.
Wendy says, "Good luck. You look so nice.
Oh,
My son hates cake."
oh no.
Now here's the other
Blasphemy.
Queen, the Celine, the airport queen,
Oh yeah.
who sometimes comes out and waves at us.
Mm-hmm.
So from one queen to another, there you are.
Celine, who was robbed, right?
Celine was robbed.
Wasn't she the one who measured the snow?
Yeah, oh yeah, well, you are so good. Yeah,
well, that still
she
irritates
knows.
me. I think it irritates me as much as it does you.
Yeah, we're very upset about that.
Still
Celine's a
don't-
good snow measurer.
My hair is all.
Oh my! Well, we don't have to talk about extensions with you. That's the princess.
This is all real.
Yeah, we're getting real here. Let's see what else. Linda says hi. Karen D says we will miss you. Emily Atkins, who I don't think I'm related to, we will miss you on the news.
Thank you.
Jen says congratulations to your son on his master's.
Thank you. Well, he's just starting, so hopefully that goes well.
Are you coming? I think she kind of already answered that, but she'll be around.
And we're going to try to explain that more Friday too, because it is a little confusing, but I will, my last early show is this Friday officially. And then we'll be doing the 11s. I said I'd do 4 nights a week because I didn't want to do all 5. So I am taking on a new full-time job. And that is my priority.
That's saying something. So she's taking on a new full-time job, yet she's helping us after she's done at 11.
Yeah.
At 11 every night. So
I just have to come back for a couple of hours, but I said I would give it a go and we'll see. But I did let them know too, the new job is the priority. So I hope I can do both. I think it'll be fine.
You will do both.
I'm really hoping they have me back election night, because that would be hard to watch from afar for me.
Yeah, you would have to
not be able to know what's going on.
I'm sure they'd make arrangements. She can't leave. She's just not going away.
Well, too, if someone needs a weekend, if Brian Wilk is off.
Can you do weather? We have a 3-man department.
I think I tried weather once and I was horrible at it.
It's a little tough at first.
Horrible.
It's all right. We can get through it. Jessica says best wishes.
Thank you.
The Queen says congratulations.
Thank you.
Tammy says you will be missed. Michael says happy birthday to your mom.
Oh, thank you.
You have always been a joy to watch.
Oh, thank you.
And a joy to work with. No one is
lying.
No one is wittier than this woman here, from her Joan Crawford impersonations to her
put a window where a window ought to be.
It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
Yeah. No, yeah. That's the thing too. I have to transition from being in our newsroom atmosphere is a little, I think, more lighthearted than being in corporate America. So now
I've got to, too.
Yeah, I've got to transition to that and watch what I say, I suppose.
Yeah, you'll keep them in their place.
I don't know about that.
Chris Gagg says, "Oh, I'm really gonna miss you."
Thank you.
She sends me great pictures. John Kenneth, we love you.
Thank you.
Selena's irritated as well.
I don't blame her. We'll see. What is Ron saying? You know what, Ron? That's funny. You said that about the golf. Now I can be in a women's league. That was one of the first things.
Well,
I can golf after work now and have a social life. So I'm kind of excited about that.
Well, because you were doing curling league.
Yeah.
And you would run out after the 6.
Then run back.
She'd do her little curling thing, and then she'd come back and work. Yeah.
So, I'm looking forward to anything. I didn't know you could play glow golf, though. Where's that at?
He'll tell you. It's at night. It's like night putting. on Caddyshack
Right.
with the 15-year-old daughter of the dean.
Who would do that? Your Caddyshack impressions.
Yeah, there's been a few of them. You have a great personality. If you only knew, Bill.
You're brutal to me. I agreed
You
to
were-
sit here with you.
It's all right. It's just the way we are. At least I'm not Smiley. If Smiley was here, it would be a free-for-all.
He had a baby this week.
So
His
there's
wife.
your Jet and former Jet gossip.
Yeah.
He's a dad again.
Craig Smiley and Jess Dowdrick, who they married last summer.
Right,
Had
a
a
former
baby
reporter,
this week,
Jess.
so-
Yeah. So keeping up
Yeah.
with the former Jet people. Maria, good luck. You will be missed.
Thank you.
John, all the best. Let's see. Anybody else? How's Junebug? Everybody. Should I bring her in tonight?
Can you?
Can you do a Facebook Live with the
Sure.
bug? All right. Just a little promo here.
We'll go live with Junebug.
We will on the 11 o'clock show. We will go live with Junebug.
Yes, because it's always fun to watch you doing the weather.
She
Loves it.
Well, she loves being here.
Yeah.
She gets more energy. She gets energy when she comes here.
That poor dog looks like she couldn't even stand up, and she
I know.
gets in
And
here
all of a
and she
sudden, and it's a
starts
hard
running
floor
around.
too.
Yeah.
Pet me, pet me, pet me. Many evenings of smiles. See,
Oh.
you did smile a lot. Save some cake for Dave and Tom. Dave Belmondo, who you had a career.
I was going through old pictures today. They wanted some pictures for Friday, and I have the picture of me standing there with Dave back. We were co-anchors on Channel 35, and I was pregnant with my son, who is now 25.
Okay.
When I was talking about, and I'm pregnant, 9 months pregnant, and Dave wore an empathy belly
Oh.
for 24 hours and did a story, and so I have a picture of the two of us with our bellies
Oh,
facing each other. So
that's good TV.
yeah.
Let's see. Anybody else? You made us so happy and had
Aw.
so much fun.
Thank you.
So there you go.
Yeah, that's the hard part. I mean, it is such a fun job, and it's an amazing job, and you guys are so much fun to work with. I will miss you all.
All right, here's a good one from mine. This is a good guy, John, over in Warren County. Do you have a most memorable story? You can think about it.
That's a good question. Someone asked me that before too, and I couldn't come up with just one. I mean, we've had so many cool things that we've done.
Right.
I always go back though to the story I did like at the very beginning when I first moved here, and it just stayed with me. And I've done a lot of really cool things, interviewing presidents, candidates,
Right.
celebrities, whatever. But the coolest thing was when they were running. Remember when they were running the torch through?
Mm-hmm.
Back was that 94?
96.
Is that the Olympics or 96? Yeah, 96.
96.
And the torch came through Erie, and we had to go to Ashtabula to see it coming through. And I was like on the low man on the pole in terms of reporters, back then. And they sent me to Ashtabula to get the torch coming in, and they're interviewing all these people at the torch. And I just went up to this woman who looked older, and she was sitting on the curb, and she had a cane and everything. And I said, "Oh, what does this mean to you to see it?" She's like, "It's everything. I was in the Olympics back in Germany." So I had this whole different story that came out just because I took the time to talk to this woman who, everyone else was kind of ignoring, but she was just sitting there, and you could just tell she had a story to tell. So those are the moments I like, is when you find something you're not expecting.
Okay. Yeah, and that's a great one, and that's what you guys do.
Yeah.
Jill and Junebug. See, they're already thrilled. they're Chris Gaggs loves it. I think. Yes, Jen. I will also miss your Junebug lives. You are the best.
Well, you know what Jen can do though; she'll carry those on.
Yeah,
and
Jen,
we still have
the
time
Princess
for
Jen.
We still have time for the 11 o'clock Junebugs. I still have a month.
Yeah.
I keep telling everybody, like, you think you're rid of me, but not quite.
She just keeps coming back.
Just keep lurking.
Like the Rona.
Don't say that. If I never have to read another COVID story again, I will be
Well, you
happy.
remember when we used to do those Facebook lives right over there at 7 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And
every day.
Yeah.
It's like a nightmare to think about that.
So,
we were saying that driving to work during the COVID. Yeah, thank you, Chris. I try to keep them all on their toes.
Oh, and Nikki knows about Larson Tax, obviously.
Yes.
She was a student at the original building.
Yeah, they just put on a new addition too on the back, like it's $5 million addition. So
I saw that.
They've grown quite a bit, so I'm excited, and I've heard just good things about them. So I'm really happy to be part of that.
Okay, Michael says, does going on TV make you nervous?
Actually, this is funny, and people don't believe me when I say it, but I have terrible stage fright. Like if I have to go MC something, I get all worked up and nervous.
Mhm.
Or if I have to speak in front of crowds, like even when I go to schools and talk in front of second graders, I get all nervous. I have terrible stage fright. Being on TV, not nervous at all. Because
Right.
like right now, you don't realize anyone's even watching.
And sometimes they aren't.
And sometimes they aren't. Not on our station.
Yeah, you never. That's why we're number one. Have you? Oh, here you go.
Uh-oh.
True confessions.
What has been the most embarrassing? I mean, I've coughed.
That's nothing.
I've
We all cough.
sneezed. The most embarrassing moment. What would it be?
I can think of Sean's, but I can't think of.
Yeah, I don't know that I have like.
You probably. I don't remember. Any.
Oh, I know. There's a blooper of me out there somewhere, and it's on Facebook, and it was back when I was at another channel, and we had a kicker. It's called The One-Eyed Cat. And it's a blooper where, and I even wrote the story. And it was like every Sunday night at this other channel, we would do a pet of the week, like we do here, like Jet Pet.
Mm-hmm.
And they would shoot a video of the animal, and then we would write a script and talk about it. So I started reading the story about this cat. Her name was Angelica, the one-eyed cat. Okay. And the poor thing looked like she was, the script said, Angelica doesn't like children, doesn't like people, doesn't like other cats, doesn't like dogs, can't walk. Like this thing was like just tragic animal. Uh-huh. And I just started laughing like I am now, and I couldn't finish the story. And then we come out, and it was, remember Craig Woodard, the sport guy? He's sitting there, and I look over at him, and I'm trying to read this, and he goes, meow. And I just lost it. Couldn't stop laughing. They came out, I had mascara going down my eyes. And then the next story was a hairy man contest, this kicker. And I just, it's like, I can't do this. I start laughing. So then Craig ended up finishing reading the story, and we closed out. But it's turned into one of my best bloopers. I still have it somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's good. And mm-hmm. I was just thinking somebody put it on here, the bird. Adam ripped the bird.
In the newsroom?
When it was flying on, perching on your head.
Yes.
When you were in the newsroom.
And I'm not a big fan of birds.
Not a Hitchcock kind of girl.
I love that movie, but yeah, I'm not. I don't care for them, especially when they're indoors, flying around, not caged.
You're right.
But my grandmother, my dad's mom, they lived in Amherstburg, Ontario, and she had a bird called Joey, and it was one of those little blackbirds with the orange beak, mm-hmm. and it would just be like, and say like a few words. Nothing freaked me out.
All right. Well, we've kept the birds out of the building lately.
Yeah.
She's not really leaving us, Kenny. We're not kicking her out. She's not screaming, clutching the news desk.
It was time. I mean, I'm getting a little long in the tooth here, and it's time to move on. And just like I said, it's have somewhat of what we call a normal life, like just a 9 to 5 or 8 to 5, whatever.
But some of you have.
Yeah, like I don't think people understand.
No.
Like what this does, to your personal life. It's a hard thing to do.
Well, especially you with the kids, mm-hmm. and
we've seen the outcome of that. It wasn't all.
No reflection on mom and her job.
Yeah. But it's tough, especially when you're single. It's just a tough road to manage this shift.
Yeah, and driving home in snowstorms, and
I used to
covering stories and being out live.
But even being out, like it's always like around the holidays too, when you're driving home or when you're driving to dinner or something, and you see these families indoors with the fire and the TV on. It's like I want to do that. I don't want to be on the TV. I want to be watching TV.
Well, now you're going to be able to, at least
eventually.
Yeah, it'll be a slow process.
Eventually.
Will Sean be Adam, you're asking the tough questions here.
I think the plan, and we're not 100% sure, is that Jen will then go to the 5. I'm guessing.
I mean, that would make the most sense. They don't tell me anything. I work in a garage.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's the plan.
Mm-hmm. So
I think they'll announce more about that maybe on Friday, because they're trying to put a few more pieces in place officially about who will be on the 11 or maybe back on the 11. Hint, hint. So we'll see.
I know nothing.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
I don't even know. Okay, one more. I'm gonna let you go. How is it as a day in the life of an anchor? That's a good question.
Well, it's a good question, and that's going to be, I think, the hardest thing to transition, because this business is strange in that we have deadlines.
And
Like,
strange
well,
people would.
But most people don't understand. Like if they have an appointment, or if they have to, like I'll be in late. We can't be in late
That's
because we
right.
have to put a show on. There's no like wiggle room in terms of like, oh well, I have to go, get a oil change in my car. I'll be back at 6. No, you have to be here. So, a lot of what we do is, I schedule everything before 2:30, which is when I have to be in the car on my way here. So that's going to be a transition. I was asking my sister who's in corporate America, I said, what do you do? She's like, well, you schedule appointments and you say you got to go to the dentist. And that's something that we never really have had to worry about.
Unless, we had an abscess and we're bleeding, then we could go.
But right. Like, so I'm so used to having everything scheduled during my day, my time off in the morning to the afternoon, getting everything done and then coming to work. So I think that'll be strange to be like, oh, I have a dentist appointment. Can I go? And then not having to worry about having Christmas off or Thanksgiving.
Right.
Like, yeah. Just normal stuff. And I don't think people realize, but it's such a fun job. And I am going to miss these guys terribly. Like it's such a good family we have here and I'm going to miss them.
We put the fun in dysfunctional.
We do.
Okay.
We're a bunch of nuts working together.
Making a buck.
Giving you the news, reading out loud. I did order a coffee cup though for my new job. And it says, don't make me use my news voice.
Oh, that's great.
Isn't that funny?
Right.
Yeah.
Or your mom's
Then
voice.
there was another one that said, "You're don't let anyone tell you you're a VOSOT. You're a package."
Those are
news
technical
terms.
terms. Yeah. Package is bigger and better.
Yeah.
She's better. I won't say bigger.
I have a normal, and that's the other thing too. It'll be nice to like have a normal schedule, so I don't eat bad food all the time. Maybe get back to my fighting weight.
Yeah, there you go. You gotta get out on the fairway.
Yeah.
All right. I guess.
Is that it?
I guess so. I mean, do you have a lot of work to do?
No.
She could take over and talk to you for an hour.
Well, no. I know you have these storms coming, but this time of night's slow for us unless there's breaking news. So
right.
We just kind of wait and hope nothing happens.
So, thanks for being here.
Well, thanks for having me. And thank you, everybody. These have been so much fun. We'll do some June bug lives, though, here in the next few weeks. Tonight, maybe.
Tonight. I'll bring her back tonight.
You're leaving already?
Well, this is my break.
Wow.
So it's really short.
Well, he wheels in at like 10:05.
Right, yeah. After the news starts, he just flies on the
pro.
Dress my tie.
But yeah, so we'll try to do one tonight and then down the road here. I'll be around for a few more.
Yeah, we'll do another one, just a catch-up one, okay?
Yeah.
All right, good. So you'll see her again right here, Facebook Live in the evening.
Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for all the kind words. I really do appreciate it.
Thanks, everybody. You'll see her in a couple hours. It'll be good.
I go put my face on.
Yeah, don't let it fall off. Take care, everyone. Have a good night. We'll see you later.